Hi, this is Daniel Hutchins, and today we're going to be doing another Captain America Dan Talks Comics. So today's Captain America Dan Talks Comics is going to be the Avengers Disassembled. Okay, so here we go. The Avengers Disassembled is a 2004 crossover storyline published by Marvel Comics involving Avengers, Fantastic Four, Captain America, Spider-Man, and Thor. It sees the beginning of Brian Michael Mendez' Avengers run with the destruction of the existing traditional roster and exile from several key members of the team. The storyline includes a number of subplots, some of which take place prior to after the storyline, which depict other changes to the status quo. Iron Man once again closeting his secret identity, Spider-Man developing organic web shooters as in the same Raimi film trilogy, and the death of Thor in Asgard and one final Ragnarok. The main story ran in Avengers number 500 to 503, with a special epilogue, the Avengers finale. It drew considerable controversy due to the overt continuity errors related to its main plot and deaths of violation of the classic Avengers members. These continuity errors and fan backlash would lead to retconning the events of the Avengers from the Children's Crusade and Access, as well as the Marquee of Death storyline from Mark Miller's Fantastic Four run and J. Michael Straczynski's Amazing Spider-Man run. The series would also see a massive relaunch of the Avengers family of titles with new ongoing series launched for the Thunderbolts, Captain America and Iron Man, as well as launching the Young Avengers and Thor, going on a 3-year hiatus. Okay. Next we're going right to the plot. Jack of Hearts, who had been dead prior to a storyline, arrives at Avengers Mansion. The zombified hero explodes, damaging the mansion. Scott Lang is killed in a blast. Division pilots the Avengers Quinjet into a partially damaged Avengers Mansion, causing some more damage. Elsewhere, the Wanda Maximoff arrives at the UN, where she has conversation with Captain America, who announces that he is ending their fledgling relationship. Tony Stark suddenly becomes drunk and belligerent, despite not having imbibed any alcohol, from an important UN meeting to decide whether the Avengers should have their security clearance revoked following the events of the Secret War. Tony has drunkenly attempted to pick a fight with the Latvian ambassador, and the Avengers UN Charter was revoked, as Iron Man leaves Hank Pym in a lurch to respond in the code white from Avengers Mansion. Leaving the Avengers Quinjet, he crashed. Vision warned the Avengers of a mysterious plan to destroy the team, as then he vomits up the series of eggs that spawned Ultron drones that attack the Avengers. She-Hulk becomes consumed with bloodlust, tearing Vision in hair, killing him, and brutally assaulting Wasp and Captain America. So let me read that sentence again. She-Hulk becomes consumed with bloodlust, tearing Vision in half, killing him and brutally assaulting Wasp and Captain America. There you go. Ultimately, She-Hulk is subdued by Iron Man and Captain America, as Hank Pym joins them and rushes Wasp to the hospital. Returning, Hank reveals to Cap and the team of Iron Man's drunken outburst at the UN and UN's decision to revoke their charter. All past members of the Avengers gather from the mansion, fearing that Ultron may be behind this attack. Suddenly, an armada of Kree soldiers appear in the sky and attack Manhattan. From this ensuing battle, Hawkeye's arrows are hit, causing them explosives to go off. In his dying moments, Hawkeye takes out a Kree battleship in a blast after taking flight and commanded Kree jetpack. From the wake of Hawkeye's death, Doctor Strange suddenly appears for the first time since the Dark Dimension invasion several months prior. He explains to the Avengers that the inexplicable events that occurred, Tony's sudden inebriation, She-Hulk and Vision's loss of control, Jack of Hearts' resurrection, and the enemies they have encountered are magical, and that their trail leads to Wanda. A flashback reveals that Wanda has lost her sanity after an errant comment about motherhood from the Wasp triggered a suppressed memory of Wanda's lost two twin children, William and Thomas. These children were magical constructs Wanda created, and possible conception between her and Vision. They were lost, but when both children were magically absorbed by the villain, Master Pandemonium, the memory was suppressed by Wanda's mentor, Agatha Harkness, reasoning that the children were unnatural constructs from better for Wanda to forget. The reawakened memory caused Wanda to lose her sanity and blame the Avengers for the loss of her children. Strange reveals that the abilities previously ascribed to Wanda's chaos magic were actually uncontrolled manifestations of her true high-level ability to warp reality. She must be taken down immediately before she threatens the world in her current mental state. The Avengers visit Agatha Harkness's home and find the woman long dead. Having been killed by Wanda, the Avengers find Wanda, who summons an army of the Avengers' past enemies to destroy them, including the version of Rogue, Red Skull, and a group of SS troops. Doctor Strange uses the Eye of Agamotto to put Wanda in a coma, before the Avengers can decide what to do and how to deal with their losses. Magneto arrives to retrieve Wanda from the Avengers. Much to Captain America's dismay from the horror, reluctantly he allows Magneto to take his daughter with him after he vows to help her with the assistance of Charles Xavier. In the aftermath, the Avengers disband, but reminisce about their numerous triumphs and memories of one another. Pedro Maximoff arrives and apologizes to Wanda, letting them know that Xavier is attempting to fix Wanda's mind before speeding away. The remaining members accept their losses, discuss Wanda's history, and struggle with forgiveness. Ultimately, they toast to the fallen comrades, including Wanda, as they left the destroyed headquarters. They are greeted by civilian vigil, bearing candles, and signs expressing gratitude for their heroes. So there you go. That is the plot and the history of the story Avengers Disassembled. This story was a very, 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 very sad story. And if you guys have comments, please leave them down below. And you guys have a nice night. Bye.